Good evening and welcome back everybody to the G-Town Podcast, episode number 6. I am your main host, my name is Borillo, and we got the usual crew here on site today. We have Mr. Nguyen, what's good? We got Eric, and we also have Joan, another guest sitting out with us today. We apologize for not releasing any episodes last week. There was a bunch of snow and the weather was just like insane, so it was hard to get to the office and bring everyone together. So we apologize about that, but we are getting back to it with this episode. So today we got the special guest, a young aspiring filmographer and our old friend of ours, Mr. Josh Aries. Hey!
Hey everyone.
What's up?
Hello.
Thank you so much for being on the podcast.
Yeah, man, no problem. It's an honor, really. It's an honor.
Pleasure to have you.
Good to have you.
Yeah.
What's up, man? What'd you do today?
Oh, it was good. Well, I woke up in the morning. Well, I mean, it was a late night last night because I was busy assistant editing for this show I'm doing.
Okay.
And after that, I just woke up, went to the gym, and then got home, played Smash Brothers.
Hey.
Yeah. And then I don't know, showered and got here. It was good. I woke up pretty early, I guess. I don't know. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, these past 2 weeks have been really insane.
Yeah.
For me, anyway. We've all been busy. We've been had some events to go to and whatnot. But I've been sick for the past 2 weeks, so it's been really, really, really tough for me. So excuse my voice for today. I might be coughing here and there, so everyone's just gonna be picking up on my slack. So, Josh, introduce yourself to the live audience. Tell us about yourself, man.
Okay. I'm looking at the camera. Hey guys, I'm Josh. I'm Josh Aries. I'm a filmmaker based in Guildford, G-Town, A. And yeah, I just want to be like an action director. I'm slowly working my way up there. And yeah, right now I'm just working as an editor a lot, and I'm currently in school at Cap U, trying to be an action director. Yeah.
That's it. Capilano U.
Yeah,
Long
Cap U.
distance, man.
Check that out.
Yeah, man.
Far.
It's kind of a long drive, like 45 minutes. But then before I drove, it was like a 2-hour transit every time. So like 4 hours like every day dedicated to transit. Like, oh my god.
I've been through that.
Yeah. It's okay, you know.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
I was actually about to ask you about that. You're like your commute to going to Capilano.
Oh,
I knew you
yeah.
went to Capilano.
Yeah.
But going there, it was so far, right? 2 hours.
Yeah.
You had to bus, then SkyTrain, then bus again, right?
Yep.
To
That's
North
right.
Vancouver.
That's right.
Oh my goodness.
I didn't really mind it too much because like when I transit every 2 hours, like 2 hours going back and forth, right?
Mm-hmm.
That gave me time to like either sleep before class or anything, or write or like think of ideas for like films in my head. So like it's a lot of time to reflect and like you know, I guess find yourself and yeah, gives me a lot of time to like just for myself, you know.
Yeah.
I like that, you know.
Collect yourself before you start class and whatnot.
Yeah. Or pass out, you know.
I really resonate with that because like back I used to go to school in Vancouver and for college and like it's like always like an hour commute, right? So like that's enough time for me to study but or like to go to sleep. So like you really have to like optimize like your time like when you're on transit. If you find a seat though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
It's the worst.
It's a good thing we're in Surrey though, because like we're like one of the first ones, you know.
Oh yeah.
Like King George there, right there. But then like Surrey Central, like I know it's not that bad compared to like being in like commercial or something like that, you know.
Yeah.
Like it's good, you know.
Yeah.
Shout out to my parents. I actually always use the bus, so like I go to Surrey Central, and most of the time, when you get to Surrey Central and the SkyTrain comes there, right? The SkyTrain's already packed. right? So it's like,
yeah.
oh, no seat, man. And I get so mad. I'm like,
That's a good
you're like on the side. You're like on the glass window. You're like this, right? You're like, oh my god.
Yeah.
You can't even grab. I can't even grab the pole sometimes, bro. Like you gotta like. Oh man.
No, most of the time, whenever because I used to go to BCIT in Richmond, and that's already like 2 SkyTrains that I gotta take. And every time, yeah, you're right. Every time I go to like Surrey Central, I find no seats, man. I'm always finding myself like at least leaning on a wall like this when everybody like scrunched up, and I get really uncomfortable like that. But yeah, it's just such a trouble.
Yeah, man. Do you ever try to like when you go to a SkyTrain, right? Do you ever try to predict where the doors are gonna be?
Yeah.
So you can like stand right in front of it, you know.
Yeah.
And once the doors open, it's like, so you just gotta run in, you know, and you gotta like get the right seat,
my
you know.
God.
I hate sitting on the seats where it's like this, you know, like the one you have to face each other.
Oh,
you know?
that
Yeah.
one.
I hate that place,
Those
dude.
are the
Just get
OG
out of
ones,
there.
though.
Oh, yeah, man, I hate those ones. I'd rather go to the ones where it's like, you know, by yourself, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, the single seats, like
The
in
single
back,
seats,
in
yeah,
the
they're
back.
so much better, man.
Window seat.
Yeah, the window seats
Yeah.
or like all that, yeah, that's good, you know.
Yeah.
Oh my
Avoid the handicapped seats though. You don't want to stand up for someone else.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
The one closest to the door. Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to be so salty about that. I actually I did that too. Like I predict where the door is gonna be at the SkyTrain. So when it pulls up, I'm like I'm like scooching to the side of it. I'm like, all right, here it is. And then but then I would actually always wait in the front. That was like my area.
Like near the stairways or something like that?
No,
Or-
not
The
the
first train or the first.
Oh no, not that one. Like all the way the one at the end.
Oh.
Because
like
sometimes
last-
sometimes you'd be
the last
lucky.
one.
Sometimes you'd be lucky.
Yeah.
Like I had like the whole ratio in my head. All right, like I got a 70% chance today that there's gonna be a vacancy. But yeah, that's something I wanted to talk to you about, like the commute to Capilano, because it's brutal.
Yeah.
Is it a big campus? I've actually never been to Capilano University.
It's not as big as like UBC or SFU. It's kind of isolated. Like it feels like it's in the forest. You know.
Oh.
You know, it's really nice. You know. Yeah, but then like my school specifically, BOSA, the film center there at CapU, it's on top of this big hill, and at the bottom is like where everyone else is. So like we're kind of isolated from everyone else.
I see.
So yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So a little
Very
section.
small, very well developed too. It's really nice.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
Really great too.
I want to ask, what kind of things do you learn there? What are you taking?
I take up the Bachelor of Motion Picture Arts, which is like a 4-year program for filmmaking and everything, right?
Okay.
So having to like direct, you got to edit, you got to do all this stuff. It's kind of like the first 2 years are kind of like a crash course on filmmaking and everything, right?
Okay.
You kind of find your niche, like what really makes you know, what makes you as a filmmaker, right? And then the last 2 years, it's called 3rd year and 4th year, are dedicated to actually making like good stuff, good films and everything, right?
Okay.
So like we're out there in like forests and cities and everything, just trying to like make a sick film and everything, right? So it's really like it's a big journey right now, and I'm 4th year right now, so like I'm about to graduate. So like I'm at the end of like that big journey. And I learned a lot. Really, it's a good program. Any film kids out there who are interested, it's a really good program. So yeah.
Sounds exciting.
Congrats to you for the 4th year, man.
Thanks, man.
The
Thanks.
grind is
That's
real.
good work.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Super random question. Since you go to Capilano,
Yeah.
did your tuition pay for like free Capilano bridge passes?
Oh, interesting. Yeah, actually, it does.
Really?
Yeah, like
do it.
I think
That's dope.
I get 50% off. Last I checked, I went to to the bridge like the other day with my uncle, right? And he was coming from the Philippines and everything, and I talked with him. He said, "Hey, you get 50% off because you're a Cap student." I was, "Oh, cool. How about my uncle? Oh, he can come for free." Like, what? Really? So like, it's crazy. So it's like I think the deal is like I get 50% off as a student, but then everyone else, you know, I think it's free. Don't quote me on that. I could be wrong. You know, I could be wrong. But yeah, that's what they told me. The guy at the thing. I might be misremembering it, but yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone out here trying to finesse Josh's
Yeah.
discount.
That's fine. Yeah, I'm done. It's a beautiful bridge, Capilano and everything. Yeah.
But going back into like your motion picture studies and whatnot, what inspired you to take that class? Like, what made you want to do that stuff?
Okay. Well, it goes back all the way to grade 10, planning class in Johnson Heights. We were doing this project on drugs and everything, right? You know what I'm talking about?
Awareness.
Like drug awareness and everything,
drug
right?
awareness.
And my drug was LSD. So and you know LSD, you know, there's a good opportunity for visuals there, right? And I was my project was LSD, yes, and I had to do it with my really good friend Gabe. and Jay Takamara.
Yeah.
And everyone was just doing slideshows and everything, kind of like boring stuff. We wanted to do something different, something fun, right? And we were like kind of jokers in the class and everything.
Yeah.
So we wanted to make a film, you know, like a jokey video and everything.
Yeah.
And in a way, like me and Gabe were kind of inspired by like Jackass, you know. So like we just did stupid things in front of the camera, and you know, we got a good laugh out of the other class and everything. And I thought, wow, you know, this feels really good. You know, presenting it in the grade 10 class feels like a premiere and everything, right? And you know, it's really, it was really fun. It was very satisfying seeing everyone say, wow, that film was really good. The editing was really funny. You guys are really good and everything, right? And we put a lot of work into that too. Yeah. So it really feels good just getting that feedback, you know? Yeah. And then, you know, that stuck along with me for like the all throughout high school and everything. Yeah. But I think that was the first time I actually thought, maybe filmmaking could be fun, right? But the first time I actually thought, I want to be a filmmaker was grade 12.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
If you guys don't know, like in grade 12, I had to make this like recap video for all the grade 12s and everything. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yes, sir.
Like the grad of 2015 and everything, right? So basically, I was running around the school, you know, going to random events and everything, going to the basketball games, baseball, softball, I think, and everything. Dance practices, just running around. Yeah. Like going to places, like talking to people I haven't really talked to in high school, like going to like really weird places and everything, and just filming, running around with the camera. And then when we premiered it at grad, like it was awesome, like seeing everyone like, you know, react to it and saying like, oh my god, it's such a good video and everything, right? I thought, wow, like this is something I worked so hard on again. Like I used my like something that I'm probably good at, like my talent in editing and everything, to make people happy, and they're gonna look back at this from years on, and say, "Wow, like, you know, that's good."
I really appreciate that. I remember that so vividly. Yeah. We were all in our suits and everything, and Josh, he put together this collage of all the graduate students of 2015, and it's a montage of us just smiling or just like laughing or something like that. He got everyone in there, and it was great.
Yeah, I tried to get everyone. Yeah.
You did get everyone, right?
I did. I tried to. I think. Remember, like there was the one day we were all in the gym.
Oh yeah.
And I said, oh, it's the perfect opportunity. So I ran down from like the top, and I told the principal of the school, and said, hey, can I film everyone here? I said, yeah, go ahead. Awesome. And I set the camera down, and I told everyone, hey, everyone, look at the camera and smile and wave or something like that, you know? And yeah, I ended up putting that in the film for just like a second, but it's okay. I got everyone at least.
What was the song that was playing in the background again?
It was
Chance the Rapper.
Sunday Candy by Chance the Rapper. Yeah. We can't play it now because, you know, copyright.
That video is sick, man.
Yeah, that was
Thanks.
I think about that a lot, actually.
Thank you, thanks.
Like the whole, we're all in the ballroom and everything, and like lights go down, projector goes down.
Oh, yeah. I still get chills thinking about that, honestly, because like that was a night, man. That was a good night, really.
That's awesome. Like hearing about your origin story and how this came to be.
Yeah.
Did you have anyone that you looked up to back then?
Oh hell yeah, heck yeah.
Movie directors specifically.
Movie directors, yes, I did. Well, number one for me, my all might, if you guys watch MHA, is Edgar Wright. Edgar Wright. You know Edgar Wright?
Give me a movie, maybe.
Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. You guys know that one, right?
Oh, I know that one.
Scott Pilgrim vs. the World.
Oh, yeah.
Baby Driver.
Yes.
Baby Driver?
Yes. Baby Driver. Hot Fuzz. What else? Shaun of the Dead. And yeah, The World's End. He's a freaking amazing director, man.
Edgar Wright.
Yeah.
I love Baby Driver.
I
saw that
right?
movie.
Yeah.
Ooh. It's like there's a whole that retro vibe to Baby Driver.
Yeah.
It's such a dope action film.
Right?
Yeah.
And the editing in that film was like, oh my god, it's amazing, dude. Yeah.
In the beginning,
It's very entertaining to watch, right?
It is,
right?
Super.
Because he like listens with headphones, and then just like the way the audio is made.
Yeah.
It feels like
it goes in sync with the edits and the music and everything, right? What's going on, right? And I really appreciate that stuff, you know? It's really good.
It's so sad. Like the critics did not give that movie a good rating.
The critics? Oh no, it did.
They really?
Yeah,
okay, never mind. Okay.
Yeah, hella good ratings. Yeah.
Okay, good. All right.
Yeah.
You know what I like about that movie is when he was walking through the streets to get his coffee. The song was playing, but it was in sync with everything that was going on around him. And then you see when he's walking, he shows the graffiti. it's showing the lyrics of the song.
I noticed that too.
Yeah.
On the graffiti?
Yeah. So
Wow.
he's walking, the camera's following him, and then you see graffiti like wording in the back. It's actually the lyrics of the song.
Oh.
But it's so
Wow.
well timed. Everything is so well timed.
Yeah,
And
man.
that whole thing was shot in one take.
Yes, it
It's like a whole
was.
2-3 minutes.
Wow. Damn.
Yeah.
3 minutes is pretty
Man,
hard.
that level of detail is something I really, really respect in like a filmmaker and everything, right? Because
Of course.
a director has to know what shots he wants in the film and everything, and how it's going to be edited and everything, right? And Edgar, he knows his stuff.
Oh,
he knows
yeah.
exactly what he wants, and then he just executes it so well. And I want to be like that someday, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, slowly we can work our way up there.
Dude, we were seeing it here right now.
Oh.
His attention to detail is amazing.
Yeah, right. With the music and the editing and all that stuff. Man, I can go on about that, but like, you know, we don't have that much time. It's okay. It's okay.
But speaking of directors, I don't know if those were your top 3 films as well.
Oh no, that's my number one person I look up to, who inspired me to go into like for filmmaking and everything. Right, it's a director.
Mm-hmm.
Other two, I don't know, nothing really comes to mind. I like action films a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and Gareth Evans. Oh man, Evans. Yeah, Gareth Evans. He's the director of the Raid films. You guys watch
The Raid.
Yeah.
The Asian action film.
Yes, the Indonesian action film. Yes.
Okay, that's good.
He showcased Silat, which is an Indonesian martial art, and then he brought it to the spotlight. And then he made one of the dopest action films
Yep.
of the past decade.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I really respect that, man. Like bringing like such a hidden martial art and
Yeah.
making it to the big screen,
Mm-hmm.
and everyone loves it. Like, oh man, that's so good, man. Respect to that guy.
To everyone who's watching right now, all these movies, you got to watch these movies. Baby Driver,
Yeah.
The Raid 1 and 2.
The Raid's a bit violent. Just a heads up, okay? Just watch out.
Yeah.
But yeah, the thing also I respect about these two guys, they're very visual. So like their dialogue isn't. Okay, we watched it. Obviously, the Raid is in Indonesian, right?
Mm-hmm.
We can't really understand what they're saying. There's only subtitles, right?
Yeah.
But even if you took out the subtitles and you just watch it just without the subtitles and just watch it visually,
Uh-huh.
it's very visual. So like they could tell the whole story without like a
Without-
deaf person
without- yeah,
can
yeah.
watch it and they
Yeah.
can understand the story basically, right? Same with Baby Driver, you know. So that's what I respect. It's a very visual film,
movie.
very visual medium.
It's told through its actions.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
It's so dope.
Yeah, that's why Disney films do so well too. You know, like Pixar films. There's like sometimes there's like no dialogue in the short films,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Bao, right? You know that one.
Yeah, no.
But then it was
I never thought
all
about it that way, actually.
yeah, no dialogue at all. But it's all told through the visual medium, through the eyes and everything, right? And how they move and all that stuff, and the editing. And that's something that I respect a lot in like films. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Up.
Up. Intro. Oh my God. That. Yeah. No dialogue at all.
No, no.
Music, beautiful music, and all that stuff. Like, oh,
So sad, though.
it'll make me cry, dude.
Dude, every time I see the beginning of Up, I tear up every single time.
Yeah,
Even though I
man.
know what's gonna happen, man. I know what's gonna
I know,
happen.
man. It's the music. It's the music, man. Oh,
Who's your favorite movie actor?
movie actor.
I know you're all big on production, but then like
Oh, favorite
top.
actor.
Give me your top 3. There's a lot.
Oh,
of
that's
stuff.
hard, dude. Like they always like come and go. It switches a lot, right?
Megan Fox.
Oh, nah, not really. To be honest, nah.
Who is someone that like that will star in a movie and you're like, I gotta watch that. Like,
Oh yeah.
like, you,
Well, obviously number one would be probably be Leonardo DiCaprio.
Mm.
I would have to go see everything for him.
Mhm.
There's a guy named Joaquin Phoenix. You know him?
I'm not too familiar.
He's from the movie Her. You watch Her?
No.
Her.
What's in the movie?
It's about like
a horror movie, right?
No, it's like a love story. It's a sci-fi love story. It's about like this guy who falls in love with a computer.
Oh, I've
You know
heard
that
about
movie?
that. I've heard about
It's
that.
a beautiful
I've
movie.
never seen it.
Yeah.
We also have a live audience on today as well. Richard's in the back. He's cast, but
It's right there.
he's out here.
Yeah.
There you go.
There it is.
Her. I need to watch that.
I just saw that comment right there.
It's a really good movie.
Really good movie.
It really is. It's very, very sweet. And the actor is really good. Yeah, Joaquin Phoenix. And
And then the voice is Scarlett.
Scarlett Johansson, yeah. And number 3, I don't really know, honestly. There's just lots of really talented people out there, you know?
For sure.
Yeah.
Everyone here right now, just a favorite actor of yours.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to be your all-time favorite, but just your favorite.
Oh damn.
You can say their character. You don't have to say their name too if you don't know their actual name.
Well, I was gonna say Leonardo DiCaprio because
That's
he's
dope.
an
He's
OG.
one of mine, one of
Yeah.
those.
Heck yeah, man. Yeah.
Leo?
I don't know. I like action movies like
like Jason Statham and stuff.
Jason Statham,
and like
yeah.
Vin Diesel.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Those guys, Tyree.
Those guys just have like an aura, like just like a badass atmosphere.
Yeah.
It's
gonna be a fun time every time you watch them.
Yeah, they're like villains. So I like that.
Mm-hmm.
I'll name my top 3. Number 1 for me. Okay, Leonardo DiCaprio. He's gonna be there regardless, right?
Yeah.
But I don't want to include him in the top 3 because he's amazing. Number 1 for me is Robert Downey Jr.
Oh heck yeah,
I was gonna
dude.
say that.
He's
Yeah.
good. He's good. Yeah.
The guy is so like in sync with his character. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Apparently, I have to go to therapy for it because he thinks he's Tony Stark. Yeah, because like he goes around like a rich guy.
He's
like,
spending so much
yeah,
money
he's like
too.
blah,
He's
blah.
very charismatic. Yeah.
Number 2, Asian actor Donnie Yen.
Oh heck yeah.
Man,
Heck yeah, dude.
That guy.
Beast, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Watch that movie.
Number 3. Oh, now we gotta do 5, man. But then but 3.
Any girls, yeah?
Who?
Girl actresses?
Oh, girl.
Oh
actresses.
yeah, yeah. Emma Stone's really good.
Oh, Emma
Oh
Stone.
yeah.
So good, dude.
But not my top 3 though. It's so hard. Like if I had like a top 10, I would. But then
Yeah.
my third guy would probably be Jackie Chan.
Heck
Okay.
yeah,
OG,
dude.
because he does it all,
OG,
man.
man.
He does all the stunts by himself. He's the leading character again for one of
Yeah.
his movies.
Yeah.
He still produces some stuff and does his own stunts.
Yeah. He's a
And
huge
like-
inspo, man.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
Like he's just an Asian guy coming into American films and like he pioneered that.
Yeah.
you know?
Our
He did
generation like grew up with like Jackie Chan. Right?
Yeah,
It's,
man.
Yeah.
yeah.
He's a legend, dude.
Yeah, he's a legend.
Yeah.
Oh,
Jackie
yeah.
Chan Adventures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the stones?
Yeah.
It's a cartoon.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Huh.
Are you a big fan of like anime?
Oh yeah, I am.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am. Yes, I am. I mean, like, I haven't been watching as a lot recently. I mentioned, I kind of referenced like MHA a bit earlier.
And,
You know that
no.
MHA is it?
MHA?
Oh, My Hero Academia.
Oh, My Hero,
Yeah.
Boku no?
I look up to it a lot.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Dope.
Yeah, and Hunter x Hunter. Remember we used to talk about this back in
Yeah,
high school.
yeah. Hunter
Yeah,
x Hunter.
yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Oh, Hunter. Oh,
Yeah.
amazing.
Oh man, I remember there was this one time I was back. It was like I think we were in bio class together or something like that.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm gonna talk about,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like he wanted to like film something, right? And I was like, oh hey Brendan, let's work together on something. What do you want to film? Like he said, oh, I want to film an anime opening, but in real life.
Oh.
You know, remember that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I was like, wow, that'd be sick actually. So I was just thinking about like the cool angles and everything we can do and all that stuff. Like, yeah.
Partially never happened, but
I don't know what kind of music we'd use and everything, but yeah.
What year was that?
it's like 2014.
What
Oh,
anime
yeah.
were you guys into at 2014?
Hunter x Hunter.
Just that time?
Copyright. Okay. I'm kidding.
That's right.
No.
That's right.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
man.
Yeah.
Like I actually had this like cool concept that like when I travel to Japan, if that ever does happen, when I do my vlogging, I actually want to make I'm gonna make several videos of myself in Japan, but then the theme is anime openings, so it's gonna be based off like an anime song and an opening. It's gonna be sick.
In Japan?
Like
Wow.
I got that vision, but first I gotta buy a computer.
And your tickets to Japan.
And tickets to Japan.
2020, man, the Olympics and all that, you know.
So,
Yeah.
what's your favorite movie genre? Sorry, I know we talked about
I
this.
was just gonna ask
But,
that.
like-
Oh, yeah.
I know you're an aspiring action filmmaker. But
Yes.
Like, would you say like that's your favorite kind of film to watch?
I think I get a lot of my entertainment from watching action movies and adventure movies and everything, right? Like Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
And like The Raid and John Wick and all that stuff too. But I also really appreciate like obviously the drama and everything too, and like kind of like slice of life kind of films. You know, kind of like lately I watched a movie called Shoplifters. Have you heard of that film? It's a Japanese film. It's really beautiful, man.
Yeah,
I forgot the director, but
I think
Yeah.
I've seen it.
yeah. And I don't know, movies that tell a good like message and a good story, very tightly written, good characters and all that stuff, right? Yeah. What's your guys' favorite movies?
Favorite movie for me, something that really inspired me as a kid. It's also my favorite movie genre too. Is like adventure movies. Lord of the Rings, the trilogy, the original
There
trilogy.
you go.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Like every time my dad would bring me out there, man, I'd be like so enticed by the world that they're in, like this medieval take on on the book and everything, and it's
Yeah.
like swords and like they're all fighting these orcs, and there's like this Dark Lord.
Yeah, right?
You gotta defeat him, right?
The Dark Lord.
The Dark
Dark
Lord.
Lord, yeah.
You know? And but yeah, that's like my favorite films.
Wow, Lord of the
Yeah.
Rings,
Mm.
yeah.
I would say my favorite type of movie to watch is like crime, like, and I don't know why I love crime and just like the story behind it, like like they want to rob a bank or like do something like this, and they have a plan and something goes wrong, and then like they gotta figure it out, like.
Like
one
Ocean's
movie-
11 kind of.
Yeah, Ocean's 11, something
Yeah.
like that. But one movie I watched is like it's a pretty old movie. It's called The Thomas Crown, and it's about like this really rich guy. It's not about like robbing a bank, but he steals a painting. He steals a painting, but like this guy's like already rich. He's rich, but he loves paintings, and he steals the painting, and then it's really interesting. It's like a 1989 movie. It's a really good movie. If you have the time to watch it, it's called the Thomas Crown.
Thomas Crown.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a good movie.
Sure.
I would say anything that has to do with like superheroes. I'm like
Superheroes?
really
Heck
into
yeah.
superheroes.
Yeah.
Anything Marvel. I like Marvel better than DC, but anything
Get outta here.
anything that has to do with superheroes, I like. Like, I really enjoyed Iron Man 1. That's like something I could watch like over and over again. I don't know. I just find it. It's like that's my thing. It's always been since I was a kid. So
Yeah.
superhero movies.
Yeah,
anything.
man. Like the underdog kind
Not
of
really
story,
have to,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. I love that stuff.
Yeah.
Iron Man 1.
Yeah.
Yes,
Iron
sir.
Man 1.
It's a classic, yeah.
That's
classic.
how it started it all.
Oh,
Classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me personally, man, it's most likely sci-fi movies with a
Sci-fi.
slash of like conspiracy and documentary. I don't know if that counts.
Hey, okay.
But on the sci-fi side, I really dive in deep with like Interstellar.
Ooh, that's
that
so
type
good.
of movie is pretty good.
That's so good, yeah.
Another movie too is probably like Back to the Future. I just watched that not so
Oh,
long ago.
I just watched it like 2 days ago, yeah.
Yeah, it was on
It's on
Netflix.
Netflix, yeah.
Yeah, so I meant
All
that's
three?
no, just the first one. Just the first one.
Man, that script on that film is like the most tightest I've ever seen a script
Yeah.
be,
It was
you know?
heavily
Everything like goes back to like the beginning, you know?
Yep.
Things just always like the details in there just reflect itself back in later in the script, you know?
Yeah,
Like, it's
even
so
the,
sick.
Even the first scene itself is they did a one shot scene. It was like
The
a
clocks,
two.
everything?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like 2-3 minutes or something like that. I don't know. The production in that is just crazy. The DeLorean
Yeah.
is what caught my eye too. So
Yeah, it's just like
When they went
The car.
back, when they went into the future, weren't they like going into 2015?
yeah.
If you like,
oh, that's in
look
the
at- if
second
you-
movie.
oh,
That's in the second
if you like
movie,
look
yeah.
at the thing, that's crazy.
October.
That they
or
expected
something.
2015 to look like that,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
that they thought it would look like that. I don't know.
I never watched these movies, but I remember seeing memes like in
Oh.
2015. It's like
Oh,
like,
they're going back to the
Back to the
Back to the
Future,
Future.
like anniversary. Or
You
something.
should really watch it. It's a really good time.
Yeah.
You're gonna like it. You're gonna like it.
Yeah.
Hoverboards.
Another thing is Harry Potter, but
Yeah.
Harry Potter is also really good because I like. Did you guys watch Harry Potter?
Yeah, I love
No, I
Harry
never
Potter.
did.
No?
Really?
You should.
I feel like I missed
man.
that. That's a chunk of my childhood
Yeah,
that could have
yeah.
been there, you know?
You can always rewatch it. It's
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a really, really.
But it's so hard to get back to because you got like 7 movies to watch. So it's just,
Yeah, yeah.
why I love this so much is like they're on a train and like going to this like big castle kind of,
Yeah.
and then like they're learning
I feel like
spells. And
there's
all
really
that.
no movie like that where it's
Yeah.
like magic and witchcraft and stuff like that. And the way they did it was really good. How about you, Ceston? What kind of movies are you really into?
I'm a big horror guy.
Horror, yeah,
Horror,
yeah.
ah.
Oh man, I knew
Yeah.
it.
And the thing is though, like it's so in my opinion at least, it's kind of difficult to wow a lot of audiences if you're gonna do horror movies, because it's so hard to be original now. But Jordan Peele, he's like changing the game,
Heck yeah,
psychologically, visually,
Yeah, he's good.
audio wise, like
Yeah.
everything about those films. Well, Get Out really,
Mhm.
and I'm really looking forward for his second movie.
Us.
Yeah,
Us.
Us. That looks freaking wild, man.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Can't wait to see it. Yeah.
Speaking of productions of like Jordan Peele and whatnot, what was your favorite? Do you have any favorite production studios?
Production studios.
Yeah.
Nothing really comes to mind,
Mm.
but I just knew like, I don't know.
Okay.
Production studios, not really. Yeah.
And speaking of, expanding more on productions.
Yeah.
Josh has had a film. It's called The Go-Getter.
Hey.
We'll link a link.
No, we can
Link a link.
Think a link.
Do we have a clip that we can pull up?
Yeah. Do you think we'll get copyrighted?
No,
for it?
you sign.
Okay.
It's all, there's no copyrighted music and all that. Composed by my really good friend, Nick Bareilles.
Oh,
Killing out there. Yeah.
Dope. But yeah, Josh had this film called The Go-Getter, and you competed in where? The short
Oh,
film
the Canada
awards?
Short Canada Shorts 2017.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just submitted it there, and then yeah.
Dope. Oh, nice. Did you have like a screening for it and whatnot?
Oh no. I mean, it was more so like I just sent the film,
Mhm.
and I waited, and I got an email saying, "Hey, you won something."
Oh,
Wow.
cool.
There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So like the people who were screening it was like, "Oh man, they really enjoyed this film," so they gave something. You know?
Wow.
Sick. Even more. Yeah.
Did you create it to submit it, or like was it just like? a
No, I
thing
just
that-
created just to like practice my directing mostly,
Mhm.
because like that was the first big production I've ever got to direct. You know,
Yeah.
Mhm.
like that was the second year, and then like like basically like every year in second year we were like kind of like we had to vote on who had to direct this year, right? And I was thankful to be one of them, the top one of the three.
Wow.
And yeah, like just being able to like get that opportunity to direct something and like put out there for people to see, it was really fun, you know? Yeah.
Yeah.
To the audience, before we show that, explain to the audience what The Go-Getter is.
Oh, okay. So Go Getter is a film. It's an action, not an action comic film. It's more so like a comedy film. That's kind of like an homage to Edgar Wright, one of my favorite directors ever. And I kind of want to. In this film, it follows like this lawyer. His name is Alex Edwards, who has to get to this meeting on time, but unfortunately, it seems like the world's kind of pushing against him. So, yeah, it's he kind of bumbles his way through the day trying to get to this meeting on time. Basically, yeah. It's been a while since
Who wrote it? Who wrote the?
The writer is Adam Hunt. He's my really good friend too.
Yeah.
He goes to he used to go back to Cap as well. He's graduated now. He's working on the Flash and everything now.
Oh,
It's really
wow.
cool, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's good
and
stuff.
he was my AD in that too, an assistant director.
Yeah.
Like he's the one who's keeping me on time and everything, and he's really good, really good friend of mine.
Cool.
Yeah.
Perfect. So we're actually about to play a little teaser for you guys. Sorry, we're not going to show the full film.
Yeah.
But we want people to go see it for themselves. But
Let's do it.
Well, that teaser right there.
I watched the
Hey.
full, I watched the full thing though. Dude, your angles are sick, man.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Thanks. I'm gonna take a picture of this real quick.
Do it now.
Look at that.
Amazing.
Professional. Honestly, professional.
Wow.
Go get her.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So sick.
Such a sick teaser.
Yeah, that's a
Thanks,
sick
man.
teaser.
Thanks.
But
Yeah.
for everyone watching right now, you better go watch it. The link to Josh's channel will be plugged into the description later on. But just search up the Josh Aries on YouTube, I believe.
Yeah.
That's-
Oh man,
the
that's
channel.
such an outdated name. But it's okay. That's fine. I think it sticks. That's
The
pretty cool.
Josh
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
Like yeah.
How long did it take to do the whole production for that?
Oh, we started. Well, we got to. I knew I was directing in I think around December of 2016. Yeah, and then we were the second to go, so we shoot in February, I believe. So we only had two months of prep to do
Oh,
to work with. So like that's basically like getting the script written and like getting the actors, getting the props, getting the set decorated like that and everything. Yeah, it took around 2 months to do all that stuff and getting lots of moving parts basically. Yeah.
For your actors, did you have to do an auditioning process for that?
Oh yeah.
How does that?
Oh, it's
How was
terrifying to me as well. I'm sure for the actors as well, because like that was the first time I ever got to audition actors and everything, right?
Yeah.
So like, basically, when my producer sent out the list, my second AD, the casting director, sent out a list of actors to like come in and everything, right? There was like a big list of people who wanted to be part of this film. I was like, oh wow, I'm actually so honored to have all these people come in. We're interested, right?
Yeah.
And then like one by one, they came into like our room and everything, right? And I was like, it's crazy, like just seeing them like act different versions of the character that I wanted to cast and everything. And yeah, it was really good. But it was kind of nerve wracking in a way too, because like I had to like direct them and everything. I got to let them know how to act like this way and that way. But yeah, it was really
It was great though.
yeah.
It was
The main actor for
The
that.
main actor, yeah.
His name is David Watkins. He's really good. He's amazing. Yeah, he nailed it the very first time, and he was really good.
He was supposed to have a British accent.
Yeah, no. The main character originally was not supposed to have a British accent.
He has.
He has one. He has one.
Oh.
So I thought,
Oh,
hey,
dang.
that works really well, man. Yeah, that works really well.
Like
Yeah.
that's awesome. That's
Yeah.
really cool. That's something I wanted to ask you because
Yeah.
there's a lot of like famous actors out there who do an American accent but they're actually British.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the guy who
Benedict
plays
Cumberbatch.
Spider-Man.
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland, yes,
Tom Holland.
yes.
That guy.
Benedict Cumberbatch with Doctor Strange.
Yeah, Benedict Cumberbatch. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange as well.
Yeah.
I always get so surprised because like when I watch like their interviews, like they're like talking like this, and I'm
Like whoa.
oh golly, mate, you know? So
Yeah.
I'm like, oh bloody hell, and I'm like, whoa. So
Yeah, that was like a good like I guess a good trait to have along with the film. Kind of added a lot more to it too.
yeah,
I think,
for
right?
sure. Added overall to the whole character, how like he's the go-getter, you know.
Yeah, he has to like get to his work on time and everything, right?
Mhm.
But like that film was from like 2 years ago now. And I look back and I'm like, I could do a lot better, you know? There's a lot of things I would change from that too, but I'm still really proud of it. Don't get me wrong. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's like second year Josh directing. I'm a different person now. Just heads up, right?
Yeah.
So like, keep your guys peeled, man. It's gonna keep growing from here. That's it.
How would you differentiate the 2017 Josh Aries to the 2019 Josh Aries now?
I would say 2017 Josh was very like, I want to prove something to people. I'm here to stay.
Yeah.
I'm here. I'm gonna grab you by the shoulders and say, look, I'm here. I'm a director.
Yeah.
Watch me, right? And that was Go Getter. Like that's me showing off basically.
Yeah.
Saying like, look how I can edit and everything. Well, I didn't edit it. It was edited by Jacob Weber. He's really good, great editor and everything.
Yeah.
And that was just me trying to prove myself to people, saying yes, I could direct. Watch me. And thankfully, it got people's eyes on me and everything, right? And yeah, it was really good. But now I would say like I'm much more like I don't care about that anymore, and I just want to like make good stuff. You know, I want to make stuff that I want to watch.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, or when I was like even now, you know, like something that's entertaining but also gives off a good message, right? I'm not here to show off. I'm here to like, spread a message. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that was just like my first time directing, so like obviously I had to prove myself in a way, right? So. Yeah.
So your sense is now honed and your talent's more polished, right?
Yeah, I would say. I mean, I still got a long way to go. Okay, just say that. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
I love it. I really love it, man.
Yeah.
This whole this image of yourself, your brand, yourself. It's popping, man. For real.
Thanks, man.
Progress.
Thanks.
Progress.
Talking about more on production, we're moving on to Josh's upcoming film. It is called The Intern.
The Intern.
Ooh,
Oof. Yeah, I'm gonna talk a lot about this.
To the audience who don't know what that is, I know what that is. I've been keeping up to date with it. Tell us what The Intern is about.
Oh boy, yeah. I practice this a lot. No, I mean I pitched this a lot. This film to a lot of people, so like I kind of nailed it down a bit. But basically, The Intern is an action comedy film that follows Jin Takao, and he's this intern for this big insurance company called NeuroCare Insurance, right? He doesn't exactly like working here, right? Because like they kind of abuse the fact that he has photographic memory, so he can remember things really, really quickly, right? But then what he really wants to be actually is a crime-fighting vigilante. So he wants to be a superhero.
Yeah.
But then like his boss, Mr. Carl, is not letting that happen, right? So he obviously goes under the radar, becomes a superhero in his own way by studying videos of boxers and taekwondo people and everything to become a vigilante of his own, because like he can study their movements and copy them and everything, right?
Yeah.
So eventually over time he does become a superhero, but then he realizes that the company he works for is actually a front for deadly assassins. So yeah, it's an action comedy film. It's gonna be a lot of fun, crazy adventure, taking place in an office space. So yeah.
Nice.
Is it finished? Is it finished shooting? Is it finished?
No. We're going to picture in end of March.
Okay.
Yeah, we got some crazy good talent on board.
Yeah.
Like we got some of like Vancouver's best stunt people on board too.
Nice.
Like I'm not gonna say who they are yet. I'm gonna reveal them over time. But like they're insane, dude. Trust me, dude. And then we got the choreography is already like filmed and everything, right? We previs and all that stuff. And yeah, I really can't wait to share with you guys.
When can we expect to see it?
Oh, okay. Well, when I graduate this year, my gala is going to be on June 30th, and we're going to be screening it at the Rio Theater, right? So
The Rio?
The Rio, yeah. We're screening at the Rio Theater for the Cap grads and everything. So we're going to be showing all the graduating films there and everything. But then, like, if you guys don't know, I have a campaign for The Intern, like a fundraiser for it, and I was hoping to raise a certain amount of money. And thankfully, I'm really humbled to say, like, I reached that goal in just a week. And everything.
Awesome.
Which is awesome. Thank you guys so much,
That's
really.
awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you for sharing it. Thank you for donating and everything.
Wow.
But like, yeah, I reached the goal in a week, and now I have like a couple more days left, right? Like I have like 8 more days left to like do whatever I need to, right?
Yeah.
So now my stretch goal is to actually book out a theater in Guildford to screen The Intern along with other Capilano films
Yeah.
and showcase Asian American talent and films and everything, and say thank you to Guildford for like keeping me here, keeping me in your home, you know, just share the love. You know, show that Guildford is like, you know, a sick place. You know, you got some great talent here.
I love that, man.
Yeah.
And yeah,
That's
everyone's invited. Everyone in Guildford's invited.
So the intern this summer.
This summer.
Pretty much, yeah.
I don't know the date just
Yeah,
yet.
yeah.
I still got to
Landmark
figure out like the
Landmark
logistics and everything.
Cinemas.
Landmark Cinemas.
Landmark Cinemas, yeah. Hopefully,
Yeah.
you hear me.
Big face of Josh
Yeah.
Aries over there.
That'd be so
That'd
sick.
be dope.
But yeah, like everyone who's like been a part of my life, who brought me to this point, they're all invited and everything. So like, yeah, you guys are invited too. It's gonna be a good time, man. Yeah.
Love it. The city shines, we shine together.
Yeah.
And what kind of role do you have in the intern? Are you just directing the whole thing? Are you editing? Are you?
I am the writer. I'm the director.
Oh.
And I am also the producer. I'm co-producing with other people too.
So,
Wow.
AKA it's his movie.
And yes, and I'm also co-editing with my good friend as well. So
Okay.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah. It's like it's been like 2 years in the making,
Uh-huh.
because like this is actually a film I thought of back in like second year.
Mm.
Oh, actually, interesting fact. Actually, the intern is actually an extension of Go Getter, in a way.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because it's like
Yeah.
my friends were joking about making a sequel to Go Getter,
Uh-huh.
that film, and we just thought of like, you know, expanding it and having it take place in like an office or something like that, and it slowly turned into the intern over time.
Mhm.
You know, it became its own beast in a way. It didn't become Go Getter 2. It became the intern.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Oh wow.
so yeah,
So something like a sequel in some sort of way.
kind of. It's kind of a spiritual successor. You know, yeah.
Can't wait, man. I'm stoked.
Yeah.
I'm stoked to see it.
Thanks, guys. I'm really stoked to see you guys like see it.
Yes.
Yes.
Superhero movie. You got me there.
Yeah, it's a
You got me
superhero
there.
origin story.
I'm
Yeah.
watching that.
So what we got on screen right now, we have
Hey.
the intern in Indiegogo.
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 Yeah.
Indiegogo fundraising page for Josh. He just reached his goal. Congratulations again.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
So let's try to bring him out there to his stretch goal.
I still gotta figure that out.
Oh yeah, okay.
I gotta like call them and everything.
For
but,
sure,
yeah.
for sure. But you can find out the whole synopsis of the movie here, as well as so a few more of like his recent skits and films here. Earphones, Chinelas is the one that blew up right now.
Oh yeah.
Do you have any? Is the music all yours?
Music
Or-
is royalty free,
Okay.
so I didn't compose it. I just basically got music that wouldn't get copyrighted,
Mhm.
and I can like make money off. But I'm not making money off that film.
Okay.
But like it's royalty free, so I can use it as much as I want. I mixed it and everything myself
Nice.
too.
Oh,
So yeah.
that's great. But yeah, this is the page though. We'll plug the link in the description again. Please do support the homie Josh. It has all the description of what the movie, where the money's gonna go to and everything like that. So we are looking forward to the intern. Actually, you have a clip up there, right?
Yeah, that's my pitch video for the intern. It's around 3 minutes long. I'm not sure if you want to check it out just yet, but you can if you want to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah, shit.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Can you hear anything?
Thesis action film
Oh
titled.
my god. It's so weird to hear my voice.
What's it about? This is Jin Takao, the newest intern for NeoCare Insurance. What's so special about him is the fact that he has photographic memory. He can remember things really, really quickly. But he doesn't exactly like work here. What he really wants to be is a crime-fighting vigilante. But, he doesn't exactly act on it. He gets in some silly comic book fantasy. It doesn't exactly pay the bills.
Oof.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Look like it hurt.
Oh yeah, and forgot to mention, NeuroCare Insurance is actually a front for deadly assassins. Now, Jin can't exactly quit his job. One wrong move and he's a dead man.
This is the actor for Jin, right?
No, it's not. That's just a placeholder
Oh,
for him
okay.
right now.
So,
The real actor couldn't show up for that day.
Oh, okay.
But he's a good friend though. He's really good. He's gonna be in the film too.
trained boxers,
So I'm just gonna post this link on
judo
Instagram.
instructors, art instructors, martial arts from all over the world to become.
Love the
That
transition. That was
transition there.
sick.
Wow.
Thanks, man.
Oh, I didn't make it that easy. So now we follow Jin as he goes between his 9-to-5 job and his dream to become a superhero.
Love these cuts, man.
But yeah, the film doesn't exist yet.
That's why I need your help.
Speaking of the intern, we've been inspired by recently the modern action films like John Wick and The Raid leading the charge. In these films, they showcase the
Raid.
There you go.
Sick movie,
and I really
dude.
want to harness that in the intern.
That's Janela's.
Spare time with these techniques.
You guys watched that, right?
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
really good.
so funny.
Thanks.
This was.
Oh, earphones?
Earphones.
Yeah, earphones are sick too, man.
What was it? Dude, was that inspired by like
Baby Driver?
Baby Driver?
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh,
Yeah, it
okay.
was.
Okay.
I don't take full credit for the idea though. It also goes to my friend Derek, the scare, who's actually the main actor for that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Personal story for you, ranging from Italian business cards straight from New York Insurance to an opportunity to dedicate an idea for an action film, so we can make it together. You know, collaboration is always fun, right?
I saw that when that first came out. The concept.
Oh, man, that was 2 years ago too, actually, 2017.
The core of the story, the intern's about using your talents to find happiness. And I've been inspired by many people who use their gifts and their talents to help inspire and spread joy in ways that only they can. And I really want this film to be an example of that. From Jin to Cal's possible tale to become a hero by using his memory alone. If you'd like to help in any way, you can share this campaign video, and donating would be pretty awesome too, actually. And with that being said, I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.
With that being said, I'll do a weird thing.
Yeah,
That's it.
Yeah, I
The
love
intern.
Wow.
That's a logo for the insurance company back the back, by the way.
Okay.
NeuroCare Insurance. Yeah.
Lovely.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Sturgo. Yeah.
Sturgo. Yeah, I know Sturgo. Yeah.
Assassin's Creed. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, the intern, man. I'm really, really excited to see it. To see it actually like on my editing computer and make it happen. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm in awe right now. Josh, that is amazing. I can't wait to see it in the summer.
Summertime.
We're actually
yeah.
looking forward to it.
Sweet.
We're all gonna be there to watch it.
Yeah, we're actually
Yeah.
gonna line up.
Oh heck yeah, dude. Yeah.
Action film, man. Trust me, yo.
Mhm.
Like 10 years down the line, Donnie Yen and Jackie Chan.
Oh.
Directed by
Yeah.
Josh Aries.
Wow.
I feel like
Like the
in my
forbidden-
school, like I feel like I feel it's kind of weird to say this in a live stream, I guess. But I guess like they kind of in fourth year they really want you to explore like who you really, what kind of director or what kind of person you are, right, and everything. And I just slowly gravitated towards action throughout my whole life and everything. Right? Whereas like I don't know, because like I wanted to do action because everyone else was kind of like. They're kind of leaning towards like the drama side and everything too.
Okay.
And I thought like, oh man, I mean, I appreciate it. Don't get me wrong. I really appreciate all those films and everything, right?
Mm.
But like, I don't know. It was just mostly just two people standing in a room talking, blah 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 blah, and then I just be in the back, just like sitting down, like trying to fall asleep and everything, right? no, sorry, this is what happened. But then like with action and stuff, right? Like we actually get to see people like do stuff and everything, right? And I think that's a bit exciting for me, you know?
For sure.
Too, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Really captures your eyes, right?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get a little bit more about your creative process of how you do things. To start off, what is your editing software that you use? You probably use. Do you use the same one that you use to this day, or?
Oh, back in high school I used Sony Vegas,
Yes,
the
sir.
classic,
The
classic Sony Vegas,
Yeah.
and now I use Premiere Pro, Adobe Premiere, and also I use Avid Media Composer, which is like an industry standard editing software.
Oh, okay.
It's really really good too. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
How
But I
long-
use Premiere more than I do Avid.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
I see. How long did it take you to learn Adobe Premiere?
Oh.
Did you learn it at school, or is it self-taught?
No, I self-taught, mostly from like YouTube tutorials and all that stuff, right?
When did you start? When did you start?
Start Premiere or
Yeah.
Premiere was like a little bit like 1 year after I graduated high school.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I still use Sony Vegas.
Oh, it's still really good.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But I remember when I wanted to do Premiere, which was like back in like grade 10. But then like I realized my computer can't run it.
Oh yeah, that was the case for me with Sony Vegas too. Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Like I couldn't even load up Adobe Premiere on my computer. It just show up like the logo and it goes 78%, 90%. Then it just crashes. I'm like, oh, God, I can't even open up the program, man.
Yeah, man.
insane.
Oh,
I want to know what the learning curve is between switching between programs.
Yeah.
Like.
Okay. They're both very similar. They're both like layer based, right? So like you could put like clips and everything and all that stuff, right? I think the learning curve mostly comes from like the controls and everything, right?
Yeah.
You just gotta get used to it, really.
Is it just like hours and hours of YouTube tutorials?
Yeah, that's
And,
right.
like,
That's right.
Because
Yeah.
I know like a lot of people watching may be discouraged from like, oh, this is all I know, you know, like switching from something new. It's like I don't know anything, and it's like it just takes hours and hours of learning, of like kind of dabbling with it, right? So,
Yeah.
I don't know, like what made you like keep going with Adobe Premiere?
Oh, I like it because like I don't know, it just feels nicer than Sony Vegas to me. I don't know.
Yeah, I was just about to ask, like, before you switch into Premiere, when you use Sony Vegas, did you feel like you had some sort of limitation with that software, or
Oh no.
did Premiere have like open more doors for you?
Yeah, like what made you switch?
Oh, okay. Sony Vegas, I don't know really. I think it's just the allure of it being much more professional to me, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, Adobe Premiere, it's like the professional standard and everything, right?
Yeah.
And I just wanted to hop on that and just check what's the big deal with it, right?
Yeah.
But then my computer couldn't run it. So that's why I kept sticking with Sony Vegas for high school and everything. But then I got a new computer, switched on to Premiere, and then like it was like, wow. It's much more smooth.
Yeah.
The integration with other softwares too is really good, like Adobe After Effects and all that stuff too.
Yeah.
Illustrator,
After
Premiere.
Effects.
So they just blend so seamlessly with each other, you know.
Yeah.
And that's good, you know.
Yeah.
But then,
Sorry.
no. Like the controls I had to get used to, right? So yeah, but that's why when I switched over, like I didn't bother like wanting to learn the default controls, so I had to do my own controls for Premiere. So like I edit with one hand basically.
Yeah.
So like everything is here.
Yeah.
And just my mouse. That's it.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Whereas like in the defaults like mostly like all over
All
the
over the
place.
place,
Just
yeah.
keep it all here. Boom. And then you can edit with one hand. Yeah.
Do you also mess around with any Adobe softwares like
Yeah, just After Effects.
After Effects?
Just After Effects. Yeah.
Just After Effects?
Yeah, I leave the design stuff like Illustrator and Photoshop to my sister, Abby, Abby Aries. She's
Hey.
hella talented too. Yeah, really good graphic designer here too. So yeah, the plug. Yeah.
That's cool. Does your sister help you out with any of your
Oh
projects?
yeah, she does. She did all the graphics for the Intern.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
she's really good. Yeah.
For Neuro?
For Neuro Care Insurance, for the Intern title and
Uh-huh.
everything. Even for like the dance videos I do, like they do. She does like some graphics here and there as well. Yeah.
Didn't you fly out to do like some work with
Oh, yeah.
a couple dancers and stuff?
Yeah,
How was
yeah.
that?
It was really good. It was such a
Yeah.
good experience, man. Like just seeing them, like, am I allowed to say their? No, I can-
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Go
it's
ahead,
Brotherhood dance crew. Oh
Yeah.
man, those guys are like really talented, and you could really feel like their bond, you know. And I was there for a week with them, right, just filming vlogs and everything with them, and just seeing their like bond, and also the leader Scott Forsyth, like his leadership and everything, right. It's really inspiring, you know, and just I don't know, it's really cool. It's really cool
Crazy
experience.
energy.
Yeah.
That was in California, right?
That was in California, Burbank, for World of Dance
There you go.
in NBC.
What
Yeah.
year?
It was last year in January. Yeah.
Nice.
And February too.
Okay.
Nice.
That's so dope.
Yeah.
Like, how did they reach out to you? Did you just? Or-
I'm actually friends with one of the crew members there, Jamie Sarangan, and he actually referred me to Scott and told me like, yo, this guy's really good and everything, right?
Yeah.
And then Scott took me under his wing, and then we started working together.
Wow.
And yeah, some good stuff happened out of that. Yeah,
So
and
dope.
just this coming Saturday, I'm working on their Brotherhood dance camp coming up. So all you dancers out there in the chat and whatever, like come out. I'm sure it's probably sold out now. Never mind, but it's gonna be a good time, man. I'm gonna be there.
Come watch.
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah.
So nice, man. Yeah. I was gonna ask you about that too, like filming with the dancers and whatnot. What's your
Could I ask
Wait,
what projects are you currently working on right now other than the Intern?
Oh,
because
yeah.
I know
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot of people want to collaborate with you and like they see like
Oh really?
yeah
Oh,
and like
thanks.
but you can't work on everything at once.
Oh,
So-
no.
So like what projects are you currently working on or having
Oh
focus
man,
on? Right
there's
now?
a lot, man. Oh, okay. Well, with school, right? There's final projects and everything too. So they're called the 410s, right? Because it's like their final projects.
Mhm.
And I'm producing a film right now. It's called Nature's Calling as well.
Okay.
It's a fantasy drama film, and it's really
So
awesome.
you're editing that?
No, I'm producing it. So
Producing.
basically, I'm in charge of like the money.
Okay.
And I'm like making sure everyone's doing their job.
Oh.
Kind of like the manager, the boss,
Oh, okay.
basically, right? And then my director's by my side, my DOP, director of photography. And then another film I just finished last night was it's called Project Human. It's a sci-fi like adventure film, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, and I spent like the whole day syncing footage.
Yeah.
And syncing is basically like taking the video, taking the audio, and trying to figure out to make the mouth talk, to make the mouth like match with the audio, because they're recorded separately, right?
Yeah.
And it took the whole day. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Woo!
And then another one I was on was called Off World. I'm just plugging all the 410s here. So shout out to Cat Friends there.
Go ahead.
There's a short film called Off World, which is a beautiful film. Beautiful film, directed by Josh Van Linden, and it's a sci-fi film about like this Earth is basically destroyed and everything, right? It's an apocalypse and everything. And he has to get his son off the planet to another colony outside of space. And then it's amazing how we did that just as film students, you know? Like he was able to pull it off so beautifully, and then I can't wait for y'all to see it too.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Dude, I want to see all this. Like,
Yeah.
is this all screening at the
Rio? Yes.
At the Rio.
At the Rio, yeah.
Wow.
Is it only CAP students that are allowed to go, or like?
No, I think you have to buy tickets.
I want to go.
You have to buy tickets to go check it out and everything. There's a lot of seats in the Rio, so you can probably, if you can like grab some tickets, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Y'all can go. Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
I want to go. You guys want to
Yeah.
go?
And I'll say like
Oh,
our
no,
batch
actually.
at CAP is freaking amazing, man. Like our crew, like what we're graduating, like my batch,
Yeah.
like we're like hella talented. There's so much other people out there too who are really really good at what they do. You know, I kind of compare it to like My Hero Academia in a way.
Oh yeah.
It's a weird comparison. Okay, so basically like we started year one, right? We start off with like 120 kids, right? And every year we get cut in half. So year 1, 120, year 2, 60, eventually to like 50 or 40ish, and then now we're back to 40 again now too, right? And then as the years go on, we kind of get more condensed, and our skills get much more like, you know, sharpened and everything. I call them like our quirks, you know, basically, right?
Yeah. Okay.
They're basically quirks, right?
Yeah.
And we become so tight and become so like honed, I guess, that we have certain quirks that make us who we are. You know, like for me, it's like directing and editing, right? Like I could say like I respect my editing skill. I think I'm pretty good at editing. I'll just say that, okay? And then there's other people out there who are really good at like production design, which is basically building the sets and everything. And there's other people who are also really good at like directing, who's very good at managing people, who's very good at talking and everything, making you do things that you have to do. You know, like talking.
So many aspects.
There's so many aspects. There's so many quirks that people have.
Yeah.
And then when we work together, we make something freaking awesome. You know.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm really blessed to be part of this like group of people. You know.
Nice.
Yeah. And then we tackle obstacles and everything. It's cool. MHA, bro.
So in school, there's the people that you're around. Like, there's no like you guys are all together. Like you guys, there's no like competition. Like who's better than this?
Oh
better than
no,
that. There's nothing like that.
I don't feel that at all.
Okay.
Not at all. Yeah.
So okay.
We're all here to
so
help
it's all
each other.
love at school.
Yeah, it's all love.
That's
It's all
dope.
love in our
That's
school.
dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I love that. That you're comparing it to My Hero Academia. I love that.
Yeah, because I do see traits of the characters in the show in my classmates too.
hilarious.
I can't say who they are or anything, right? But I see a Deku. I see. I like to compare myself to like Tenya, Ida.
Oh yeah, you know.
I'm like the Ida in the class, you know, because
Okay.
like I don't know, I like him a lot. I can see like there's no Bakugo. We're all
okay.
good friends and everything, but yeah.
To everyone who doesn't understand like the whole My Hero Academia thing, like anyways, there's like these three characters. Midoriya being like the main character, he's like the protagonist, very studious, very smart, very like engaging in that sense.
It's like the underdog.
Underdog,
of the
yeah.
group, yeah.
And who Josh is comparing himself to is Ida. Ida is he's the class representative of his entire class. Sorry. Yeah. In Japan, like they have like a class rep kind of person who represents like a school president almost, and like Josh compares himself to that. So.
Oh my god, it's so weird to say that now, man. That's weird. Making anime references and that.
Sorry, I watch anime too, so like.
No, dude, I
Comfortable with that.
respect. I like that a lot too.
What camera do you use for filming?
That's
the
a good
red
story.
cameras?
Nah.
No.
I mean, in school we do use the red cameras. and
Oh,
everything.
word?
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
Red Scarlets and everything. But my go-to, like my main weapon, I guess, is a Canon T5i, which was given to me by Ceston right here. Yeah, he actually gave it to me. That's like my first like professional camera I ever got, you know.
Nice.
And I still use it to this day. It's
That's
awesome.
cute.
Yeah. So thank you, Ceston, man. Yeah.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Prada Man.
It's in the right hands.
It's
in
in
the
the
right
right hands.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It really is.
I didn't know that. Josh actually told me that earlier, and I was like, oh, sister.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's why I got a connection with that and everything too. But that thing has been through like so much with me, you know. It's been to Mexico. It's been to like all over like in random places and everything too, you know.
Josh
Yeah.
uses it.
Yeah.
Josh Lee.
I think I'm overdue for like an upgrade though. But when that thing is like done and everything is all broken or whatever, I hope it won't. But like I'm gonna hang it in like my bedroom and be like, hey, that's the camera that brought me through all this.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna be.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Josh, explain to the audience what and to me too. Like, what are the red cameras?
Oh, I'm not much of a camera guy, but like the red cameras are like they're like top tier cameras, you know, like
The movie industry cameras.
they're movie industry cameras. Yeah, they're like they're really like top tier. Yeah, that's all I can say. I'm not much of a camera guy to be honest, but yeah,
Probably.
yeah, you could probably.
Ceston,
yeah.
hop on,
Ceston,
man.
hop
Okay, hop on.
Vouch for that.
What are these red cameras? These are the guys who are like this.
Yeah.
So these red cameras, a lot of companies actually use them not only for movies but also for photos. What you do is basically think of this as the camera. You only have the sensor, and what that is basically whatever the camera will see. You don't have a battery. You don't have a screen. You don't have a lens. You don't have a memory card. You don't have a microphone, and that in itself is like probably, it depends what camera or what sensor you get, they say. Its minimum is probably $20,000. And the rest of the other pieces, the rest of the 5 pieces that go along with it, probably adds up to near 50,000 upwards.
Wow.
So,
They're modular.
so these
They're
are,
modular
yeah, they're
cameras.
modular, exactly.
Oh,
yeah.
the red like phone cameras.
No.
Oh, sorry,
I'm just
red.
using this as an
Oh,
example.
okay.
Yeah, but they really add up to that much. So and it really does a good job too. The reason most people use it, this one you probably know, they call it latitude.
Oh.
Pretty much like HDR. So if you take a photo, usually on cameras like these, you take a photo of a sunset. Let's say, hey, hop in the sunset. It's a cool background. You're gonna be very dark. But what the red cameras can do is they can actually see the detail of you and the sunset at the same time, which is not a lot of most cameras can do. That's why it's so expensive.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
against the lights.
HDR.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything like that.
But it's such a bare bones camera and it's so expensive at the same time.
Like handles can like.
Handles
cost
is like $200 bucks.
No,
Yeah.
it's like $700.
Yeah,
for
just a handle.
Yeah.
Just a handle.
Yeah, they can go up to like 120K American.
Yeah, man. We actually used the red camera for Chanelas, the film.
Really?
Yeah, we did.
wow.
What? Can you tell? no.
I was watching it. I
Yeah.
can't tell, man. But
Yeah, Chanelas like it's an action film that that kind of blew up recently. It got pretty viral.
can you pull that up? Actually, I
Yeah.
want to watch that again.
Basically, it follows like the stereotype of like the Filipino mom, beating her kids with a slipper. You know what I mean? And it basically framed it kind of like an action film, like a Jackie Chan action film. So yeah, if you guys haven't seen it, I think you guys would like it. I don't know. You guys
Can you
like action.
talk more about that? Like, who wrote it? Was it like just like a for fun thing?
Oh,
or
it's just a
like...
for fun thing, yeah. Oh, I wrote the script,
Uh-huh.
but the concept was basically me and my friends. So the actors in the film, we're like kind of like a little group of like Filipino boys in the stunt community here in Vancouver, and like we kind of stuck together because we're like we're Filipinos and everything, right? It's kind of rare to see that in the community, And then like we decided to stick together and say, hey, let's make something fun, Because our first film that we did, called Earphones, kind of got pretty big as well. And we noticed that like the demographic for that film, Earphones, it kind of got big in the Philippines, right? Because like a bunch of Filipino boys doing like kick-ass stunts and everything, right? So it's freaking awesome, right? And we said, we should capitalize on this and make a film that's catered towards them.
Yeah.
And let's just run with it, So I wrote the scripts, I wrote the scenarios and everything. And my friend Derek Biscara, who's the coordinator of the film, who was also the mom, he choreographed the fights, and we shot it in like 11 hours. Oh, it was like go, we gotta keep going. Prep was only for 2 weeks, and I know, and then we edited it, and then it got out in like January, and it just took off. It was great.
Lovely.
How
Yeah.
often do you write, bro?
How often do I write?
Yeah.
Oh, pretty often. Yeah, like not as much right now because like I'm deep in other stuff, right? But back when I translated, I just wrote all the time, like on my laptop and everything. Pull it out, just write write the Intern, write random action stuff and everything. I got some like I got a list actually some here.
Oh wow.
But yeah. But yeah.
Is it tough on the mental?
Sorry?
Is it tough in the head? Just like coming up with ideas or something?
Oh
like
no.
that?
Sometimes like I like to say this term a lot. Just throw spaghetti at a wall and see what sticks, and just take it and then just put it on your plate, and eventually you get a big plate full of spaghetti. It's a weird like analogy, but like
I like that.
basically you get like I don't know, just see what sticks, you know, see what works and see what doesn't. Just,
I thought Josh was gonna say like the ingredients for the spaghetti.
oh no!
I thought he was gonna throw in a recipe for a second.
I was just gonna chuck it out the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, just gotta keep trying things, experimenting, you know. Yeah.
All right, so we got Chinelas on the screen. Showed you.
Yeah, I could just show like a small snippet of it and everything. But it's such a formative film and everything.
Love the controller.
Oh man, about that. I'll talk about that in a bit.
And 64.
That's Reichel.
Oh, sorry, never mind. Yeah, I can notice it.
Which one?
The camera.
What camera? Oh, I think the quality of it.
Yeah, sorry, the quality. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, all these guys are so talented, man. I'm really thankful that they're on board, you know?
I love the facials.
Yeah. I just realized that's a Naruto sound effect, is it not? I think
It's like a Japanese. Sound effect.
Like I noticed in the comments, like people saying, "Oh, they use Naruto music." And like, what the heck are you talking about?
I love the choreography.
Yeah. Derek Viscara, man. The mom, the tita, right there.
Did you do the sound design yourself?
Yeah, it is. Sound design was done by Peter Nightingale.
Yeah.
Very, very talented guy.
Yeah.
And he kind of did the first part, and I did the second part, which basically kind of like boosted everything else. You know? Yeah. So some Foley was done too.
Yeah.
Like you know, getting a microphone.
Yeah. How do you go about that? Like, I want to ask you, how do you think of the sound effects? Well, not sound effects, not like clothing stuff like that, but
range.
the music. You know, like how did you think of that clicking noise, the Japanese effect?
Oh, interesting. Yeah, I don't know.
It's kind of like a director's cut right now.
Yeah. Like I kind of wanted the sound effect to kind of like showcase the mom. You know, like every time she shows up, he's about to beat someone's ass. You know.
Yeah.
Like there's something that kind of signifies.
Sound cute.
She's ready. You know.
Uh,
And I thought that little tick 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 sound would be like very good. You know.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. It's like a director's commentary right now.
Yeah. Director's commentary.
Yeah.
oh my god.
That's so funny, dude. I think we thought that up on the day.
Yeah.
That was really funny. Yeah. Oh, this is so sick. I love this. I love this sequence.
Oh, this
man.
one. Oh,
These
yeah.
guys are so good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the choreo took 2 weeks?
Oh no, choreo took a day.
Wow.
Yeah.
The whole thing.
All the fight scenes took a day.
Wow.
But like we pre-visited, which
Yeah.
basically means to pre-visualize and like see how it looks like on camera.
Mm-hmm.
But on the day we kind of expanded on it
Yeah.
and made it much more cleaner, made it much more like funny, I guess.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's genius.
It's reminding me of like a classic like Jackie Chan film.
Yeah, man. I'm
like,
glad.
Like the fight scenes.
Yeah.
So
Sound
funny.
effects too.
Like the facials are like whoo.
Yeah.
The face.
Yeah, I know. Every time I showed it to someone, like they always laugh at that part.
Just
They always
mug
do.
in.
Oh, and this is one sequence that we really wanted in the film.
Yeah.
Like when we were writing it, like we said, we have to have a whack-a-mole thing, you know?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
was sick. That was amazing.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's right, cool. That's right. Cool. There's Darlene down there, Martin and Justin.
Churches.
Yeah, and if you could see Darlene, the ate,
Yeah.
she has like
turtle.
yeah.
Looking for ice.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like that was the last minute too, because like as I said, we shot this in 11 hours, right?
Mhm.
Wow.
And we were like running. We gotta like get the shots done, boom, 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 because like
Yeah.
people were leaving in and out of the set because they have to go do other things.
Oh
right?
yeah, for sure.
So like we bled into the night and everything too, but we had to leave at like 7 o'clock. So we started at 9.
Mhm.
And yeah, and then
Night shot.
no,
Oh, in the morning.
we started in the morning, but you couldn't. But we went into like the night where the sun was basically gone, right? So we avoided all the windows. We shut the windows and everything, right?
Mhm.
And yeah,
Smart.
yeah. So yeah, it was a good time, man. Yeah.
It's so funny because like I love how you mentioned that because like there's this like little skit that me and Ceston did for law, right?
Yeah.
And like it's so funny because like in one scene I don't have a haircut. So I'm like all shaggy, and then like the next cut for some reason I have like a it's like a nice like faded sides and everything,
Yeah.
and it's like
Yeah.
what?
And you didn't acknowledge it in the film and everything.
No,
right?
no. It's just like a school project kind of thing.
Oh,
so.
okay.
But I love it though, man. That's so good. Like I love how
Thanks.
the process is huge. Like this guy's saying that it took him like 2 weeks. The script writing, like choreo took 1 day.
I would say it did take 1 day, yeah.
Okay,
but I think
okay.
there's probably other days where like the choreographer and some people kind of like did their own thing.
Mhm.
They might have been like a few more
Yeah.
like hours here and there, yeah.
Oh, okay.
But yeah.
Sound effects. What microphone do you use?
Oh, I use a Zoom H1, which I have in my bag right now, actually.
Word.
Yeah.
You want?
I'll
You bring it out right now?
I'll take it
I
out.
see that.
The
I see that.
legendary microphone. Quick, so watch out. I'm gonna take it out.
Dope.
Here it is. This thing has been through me. It's been with me everywhere too. LA, Mexico. Been in me.
Been inside me.
Oh my god, yeah. So I just put my hands out there. Yeah, basically, yeah, this is the thing that kind of helped me a lot. Helped my production value go crazy high.
Mhm.
And yeah.
So all those sound effects that you hear in Josh's like skits, like all like the punching, like the boom, 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 like that.
Yeah.
That's all recorded with this little thing right here,
Yep,
this
right here.
microphone.
But like it's a combination of punch sounds I got online and everything, royalty free
Oh, okay.
ones, and also beefing it up with my own sound effects and everything. So
Yeah,
like
for sure.
hits like this, like hits in the chest, you know. Yeah.
I remember when I was a kid, when I used to watch like those like Asian kung fu movies, I legit thought like it's actually like them punching other people, and like that's how hard they're hitting. But I realized now that I grew up, it's like all like sound effects. So it's like
Oh yeah.
So when you're watching like Ip Man, like the guy when he does like like
Yeah,
that, he's,
yeah.
like, all those machine gun punches, I'm like it's not real punches.
Yeah.
I want to ask you though, whenever you make sound effects, let's say for one sound effect, what's the most amount of layers that you've had for that one sound
Oh,
effect?
okay. I would say like at least 3. You'd have to have at
Really?
least 3 to make it sound at least like unique, you know?
Yeah.
Like so it doesn't sound like you just slapped a punch sound effect on it. You know,
Yeah.
you can notice that, right? It just sounds like, oh, this guy's lazy. He just did that, boom, 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 right?
Yeah.
But you gotta really put the sound of like the skin, the cloth, and like maybe like a sound like you know,
Yeah.
maybe a little bit of that, you know,
Yeah.
or like the wind, you know,
Yeah.
combined with this and combined with the clothes, it's gonna sound like
It
real,
really
you know?
brings you into the whole
Authentic,
force of the
yeah.
punch. Right?
I'm no sound designer, but I feel like that's what really like makes it real, you know, makes it feel more meaty, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But really, like you've only used 3 at a time at most.
No, I could use more too.
No, that's
Yeah.
what I'm asking
Oh,
you though. How
most.
many layers have you used at most for one sound effect?
Oh, for one sound effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least like 3. I have to at least have these 3.
But at most though.
At
Your
most.
most.
How
Your
many
Oh,
have
most.
you used at
Ah.
once for one sound effect?
I don't know actually. I don't
Oh,
know.
you got-
Nothing
you
really
got-
stands out too much, you know.
Yeah.
Maybe like maybe a guy like falling on the ground, maybe like the rocks and like the chests and the clothes and everything.
Mhm.
Because like having the clothes sound effects, it really goes a long way too, you know.
Yeah.
Feels real, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never thought about that.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
such
you
a-
never notices that. No one
I-
ever notices that,
The
right?
cloth.
the small
and, like,
details.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Skin.
It's the details, man.
Yeah, because you could hear the rustling of the clothes and everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
ASMR. Just kidding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
ASMR type of stuff. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Okay.
Speaking of ASMR, like you know, like a mukbang.
Mukbang.
That's considered ASMR, right?
Yeah.
Just watching people eat.
Yeah.
I never got that.
Really?
Yeah.
Like,
It's
literally,
sounds.
like
It's
just
honestly
eating, or
sounds.
It's just the sounds?
Yeah, they
Sounds.
eat.
It's
Oh,
sounds.
they eat. Like,
But
but the
the
sound that
sounds
you
they make.
eat.
Because apparently it triggers the same part of your brain like that for pleasure or something. I don't know. So that's what it feels.
Like what? You feel like the giddy inside?
Yeah, you feel giddy. Yeah.
You feel
Apparently-
tingles.
Tingles.
That's like me when I hear kids
Yeah.
eat like Smarties or something.
Oh, you get the clicks.
Like
Yeah,
the yeah.
the
clicks. Oh.
The crunches.
Yeah, the crunches when little
Mm.
kids eat Smarties or like M&Ms or something like that.
Yeah,
I
man.
always get that. It's weird.
One last question for everyone, and I have one more question for Josh before we get into the closing segment.
I have another question too.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
All right.
I'll do it
One
up.
for everyone. What's a movie that you guys would direct? Starting with Eric, going.
Whoa.
Whoa.
That's-
Counterclockwise.
You can't go with
That
me.
we-
A
like
movie
that.
you would direct, like a genre.
Oh, it's
Oh,
a
genre.
pitch. Okay.
A genre that I would direct?
Yeah.
Damn.
Damn.
Yo, to be honest, I would do like a real life kind of movie, like what Eric does daily in G-Town and stuff like that.
Yeah. A
Probably-
documentary.
Yeah, like probably like a documentary. Like, what does Eric do on a daily? Does he go out, walk down in the street in 152nd or something? Does he
Go
does he
down
link
100?
up with the G-Town guys and just go watch at Empire Theaters, or like what's the move? What's his daily? Something like that. Something real life like
a
that.
slice of life kind of thing.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And I get mugged by a bunch of like kids. I'm
The
serious.
genre you're talking about.
Genre. Like, you gotta direct it. You gotta be like, yeah, I want Robert Downey Jr. in this movie, a superhero movie. Like, something.
I don't know if I could direct a superhero. I'd be curious to direct like a horror movie.
Yeah, there.
Oh,
yeah.
heck yeah.
Zombie
I want to
movies, I
see
would
what
do
it's like.
zombie
Yeah, like
movies.
what it's like behind the scenes,
Yeah.
like other than the scary parts and stuff. Like what the like how that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be a cool thing to direct, man.
You know, a lot of the night shots that they film is actually filmed during the day.
Mm.
How do they make it look
Yeah.
like
Color
nighttime?
correcting and all that
Oh,
stuff.
color correcting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not too
Yeah.
familiar with the
Yeah.
editing and
It's
stuff.
just really interesting how it appears so dark, but they shoot in midday.
Yeah. Remember when we filmed Slender Man for
Slender Man?
Spanish?
Oh, yeah.
And there was that one scene where it was like it was dark, and then the next scene it wasn't dark, and then the next scene it was
Yeah.
dark again.
Yeah.
It-
It's gonna fit in one day.
No, it's just because of the
Yeah.
I remember that.
Aaron?
That actually
Um,
scared a lot of people though
Yeah.
when we played.
Yeah.
I'd like to do like something like crime and gritty, like about like a story about like a kid who's like in like a bad part of town, and kind of like what he goes through, the things that we don't really see, you know, like the things that you always see, like the good, the glamour, right? But I want to do like the story about like the things that you don't really see or hear, the things, the real stories that people go through, right? That's what I do.
Conspiracy.
That's dope.
Yeah, like 8 Miles, like it's like something that like people can really relate to and have like see the other side of it, kind of thing. How about you?
Like a sci-fi anime film.
Hey. No, respect, man. Just whatever story you want to tell, right? Yeah.
Like I love like I don't remember any of the examples. It's not coming off the top
Akira?
of my head. Like not necessarily. Like a very like fast paced like anime fight action specifically, and like we recently just watched the Dragon Ball Super movie. Like and like the animation, the fighting is like so fast paced, and it's like the animation is like to the point, like the drawing is perfect. It's beautiful. It was amazing.
It was awesome that the original creator of the Dragon
Akira
Ball,
Toriyama.
that was like he made the movie.
Oh,
Yeah.
he came back for that.
Not like some other guy.
He came back to make everything canon.
Dang. Oh yeah, Broly wasn't really part of the.
Yeah. The original Broly movies that we watched when we were kids, like that guy.
I watched it again.
That guy's not real.
I watched it again. It's like, you know.
It's pretty
I mean, the fights are cool, but like,
The GT one, like the Brawly.
I think GT. I don't know.
No, GT is like a. GT was written by Akira Toriyama's like right hand man, and like he wanted to like make his own series.
But that's not canon anymore.
It's not. It was never canon.
Yeah.
No.
Never canon. Ah. All his work is down the drain.
Okay. Yeah, I know. Right?
Yeah.
But a lot of people still have a fan base for GT though, because like it was still a cool like a story in its own right.
I just started getting into Dragon Ball when the game came out, Fighters.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's so sick, dude. Yeah, I'm still in the Planet Comic saga.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nice,
it's
nice.
still a long way to go. Is it Planet Comic? Is that right?
Namek.
Oh, dang.
all
See,
good.
you don't know I'm a fan, right? I'm not. I'm a fan. It's really sick, really. But I have to watch it again, you know.
Ceston? Something you direct?
I know I said I like horror, but to me, it's not so much a genre that I would. Okay, if I had to pick a genre, it'd be horror. But every time I watch a movie, I pay a lot of attention to the characters more than anything else.
Yeah.
To me, characters are a big thing, and I
yeah.
think a lot of movies overlook that. Especially dialogue as well. If you've seen The Breakfast Club, that movie's like 99% dialogue and like visuals. You know, it's all okay, but the whole story pretty much goes as like just them trying to figure out who they are, and to me, dialogue is such a big thing. And when people when I listen to a movie and I can pay attention to the things that they're saying, I think the director or whoever the writer was for the dialogue did a good job. So to me, if I were to focus on something, it wouldn't be a genre, it would be characters.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm glad you got that, man.
Yeah.
That's a big part. That's a really important thing in film and everything.
All right, so Aaron had a question and Ceston had a question, and I have one more question, and then we get into the final segment.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Well, my question was just about just the process and just the creative process behind it. Like how everyone sees the finished product, right?
Yeah.
The finished product, but no one knows about how many takes it takes for a certain cut. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So my question is like how much work is really put in between like something that you visualize, like a cut that you like every time you shoot something, do you look back at it, like make sure it's right, or how many takes do you take for a certain thing
Before the final product.
Every time I try to direct something, I always try to get it as like perfect as I can and everything. I just keep in film there's this term that we taught in school. It's called BLRS, which means block, light, rehearse, shoot. Basically, we block, which is basically telling the actors what to do. Go here, go here, go here, right? Then we let the crew know that's blocking. Okay, we go through the scene, boom, done. Then we get them off the set and we light. So we get the person who's in charge of the lights to come in and light the scene for the actors and everything, right? Block, light. Then we go to the rehearse phase, which is basically we get the actors back in and we really dial in what we want, you know? Okay, I want you to be more sad. I want you to be more like this. I want you to like be more like animated and everything, right? So we really like get to the specifics of the rehearsal, and then the rehearsal is really important because that's where you want to get it right, you know?
Yeah.
So when you go to the next phase, shoot, you can get it in just one try, you know?
Oh, okay.
So like I really value the rehearsal, so like I don't have to take as many takes because all our mistakes are done in the rehearsal.
That's right.
You know?
That's right. Oh.
So like that way when I edit, I only have to bring in one clip in, you know? Boom, done. Or like obviously I take more takes when I have to, right? And everything. And yeah, basically you just gotta like really be clear with what you want from the actors and from the edit and everything, and tell them properly through your moving, through like talking, the drawing, through the getting a little action figures and tell them to do that. So I've done that before, but like and tell them to do this, you know. And you just gotta do whatever means necessary to be clear, because clarity is very important when you're talking with someone, you know. Now doesn't have to be in film. It could be like just like this, you know. Yeah. Okay. So yeah.
I get that though. When you're editing, right? Yeah. You know, like this happened to you earlier when we were watching the Intern. For your pitch. Yeah. You knew what you were gonna say. Yeah. Right? And then like in the video, because like I get that too when I edit videos. Like you have to rewatch the clip so many times. Space. Go back. Space. Yeah. Go back. Space. I get that. Yeah.
Well. Funny thing for the Intern though, like that pitch video, I can't talk to the camera. I can't. I don't know. I just can't. You know. It's like I always kept messing up. So that one took a lot of takes. So yeah, for sure.
Ceston?
I wanna ask. Directors usually have a signature. Yeah. Whether it's audio, whether it's visual, or whatever it is. I want to ask you what your signature would be in a movie. Yeah. You know, like J.J. Abrams, he has the whole Star Wars lens flare thing. Yeah. And I forgot another director, but he has this thing for his signature is symmetry. So there's a person here. Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, it's all symmetry. So what would yours be?
I would say my style would be editing. So like and also like entertainment, I guess. I want it to be like fun for everyone to watch. I want people to have a good time in the theater. And I want the edit to be like, I want people to be like looking at a film and oh crap, that's Josh, because like the editing is clean. You know, it's sharp.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like that. I would say that would be my niche, my style.
So editing.
Yeah, editing.
I wanna like branch out of that though. Like, let's say, within editing, what would it be? The transitions, the colors, or
Heck.
the CGI?
I would say it's the transitions. As I said before, I look up to Edgar Wright a lot too, and he really values the transition a lot too. So like, he would do the close up thing, boom, 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 you know, going close to things and everything, right? And he would use people walking across the frame to cut and everything, or he would like zoom into something really quick and have a guy like take it and then moves. I know, like the transition is really something I value a lot too. So like, I would say yes, the transition would be very important to me too, and also the close up, which is really something I like, for sure. So
That's a good answer.
Yeah.
And another question, people always look up to the directors and producers and stuff like that. What is the most underrated role in a movie production that you think deserves a lot more credit?
Man, like
I'm just kidding.
I'm kidding. Oh no, seriously, no. I mean, I can't really say that like one role is very underrated. Because like there's so many moving parts in a film.
Right.
There's so many people who don't get enough credit, Like even stunt performers, they're not even getting like an Oscar nomination, but they should.
Yeah.
They should get an Oscar because they're risking their life and everything, right?
Yeah.
But there's people like the key grip. The key grip is the person basically. Let me slow down. The key grip is basically the person who shapes the light, who shapes the shadow. So you can put like a big like a big sheet over that light right there and cast a big shadow on you, basically, right? So they're the people who are in charge of shaping the light. There's the gaffer who's in charge of like lighting the set actually. There's a script supervisor who's in charge of like being with the script and being sure every line is said properly and everything. Man, there's so many roles out there, and we all need them to make a proper film, So I can't say like there's one that's underrated because they're all very, very, very valued, Yeah.
Boom mic guy.
Boom mic guy. Okay, I would say boom mic guy would be hella. Because that takes a lot of arm strength, man.
Oh yeah,
a long shadow.
Shoulders every day.
All day.
Shadows all day, man.
Like that.
But respect to boom mops everywhere, man. Really.
And everyone on the production as well.
And everyone in production, man. Like really.
So one last question for everyone, and one last question for Josh from me. So. Starting with Eric again.
Come on, man. What's going on?
Okay, starting with Jeremy.
Okay.
Okay, starting with Eric.
Yeah.
Just one film, one movie, one film you hate.
One film I hate.
Like it just sucks.
What movie?
Like I know all movies are good in its own right, but
There's
what's
a
a
lot.
what's a crap movie, man? Just like,
A lot of crap.
There's gonna be some controversial stuff here. I don't know.
I mean, Transformers.
No.
Certain
I actually can't think of any movie at the moment, but let's circle around first, and I'll come up with something.
I don't know if you guys find this movie funny, but I would say Napoleon Dynamite.
Ooh.
I don't know. I thought that movie was like totally useless, man.
Ooh, that's a hot take right there.
I don't know, man. Like
Dynamite.
maybe it just wasn't my kind of humor. Like I
know it's very offbeat,
Yeah,
very
it was
quirky
just,
and
I don't
everything.
know. That's mine. Napoleon Dynamite for sure.
Live audience, worst movie.
Probably like any of like the American Pie series.
Oh, wow.
They're so bad.
Yeah.
Except for the one Bandcamp. Bandcamp was good.
Bandcamp was
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah,
I
I
like
watched all of
Bandcamp.
them. I'm a big fan, but
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
yeah, that's my favorite.
I don't really have a bad movie, but like I really hate it when they make a sequel just to make a sequel. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, there's just like a cash grab.
Like American Pie.
Yeah. All right then, the American Pie.
Yeah.
I don't really.
I have one. It's like every video game movie.
Mm.
Dude, those movies are just bad,
Yeah.
man. Like Assassin's Creed. Don't watch that,
I didn't
guys.
bother.
Or Agent 47.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was just gonna say that Hitman trash.
How was the Prince of Persia movie though? I heard that was okay.
No, that was bad.
Oh, seriously?
That was
Okay.
bad. That was filmed by Disney too. That was bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my number one though, straight ass. Resident Evil.
Oh
yeah,
God!
God.
I knew you'd say that.
Every single Resident Evil movie is
Is that?
Yeah.
What they tried to do is try to get the video game characters inside the Resident Evil series, right? Just to make it more enticing for everyone. Like, oh, watch it now.
So
We
Leon
have, like,
and everyone was there.
yeah,
Yeah.
But then it was just bad, regardless. It was like,
Yeah.
oh my god, it's horrible.
I have mine now.
Mm.
It's not that I bash on the production and everything like that, but Lego movies though.
Lego movie? What?
I don't mess
Okay,
around.
I don't
with
know
it.
about that. Yo.
I don't
I don't know about that. I don't know about Lego movie was really good,
Have you
man.
watched them
It was
though?
freaking
Yes, I have.
amazing.
You're just hating.
dude.
Oh, I don't know, man. I'm a little iffy about that.
It's pretty funny though.
It's really funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't it take forever to make those kind of films?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
like,
Stop
when-
motions or
Oh no,
Stop
that's actually a combination of CGI and.
and
and
stop
I mean, no,
motion.
they got CGI Lego and they animated like that.
Oh, so
you
it's
know?
not all like
wow.
one movie.
Yeah,
at
it's
a
all
time.
CGI.
Oh, it's CGI. Oh, okay.
One thing I actually like about the Lego Movie is that like it's catered towards kids, right?
It is.
But like,
it really
but the writing and the voice acting is like makes it good for the adults. It's
Yeah.
like there's like little things that are like the adults will get it.
Yeah,
So,
but
both.
then
It caters to both.
oh,
Yeah.
the kid.
Yeah.
You know, it caters to the kids, but the adults they're not like bored
Yeah.
watching it,
Yeah,
right?
I
So
know that.
there's like facial expressions too.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
Oh my god, what else? Oh, darn it. I lost my train of thought. But Ceston? Horrible movie?
Lindsay hates it. That I usually hate a lot of movies.
Yeah, I know you do.
You hate it too.
I
I'm
know.
so picky.
I'm very
I don't
picky.
know. It's just characters, the dynamics between them, the storytelling. I'm so picky. I'm so picky.
what
So
movie,
I-
dog? What movie?
Yeah.
dog?
What movie?
I just hate all of them, bro.
Beating around the bush, man.
You know that movie with Emma
Stone?
Watson.
La La Land?
Stone? No.
Oh, okay.
Oh, La La
Stone-
Land was
Stone-
amazing.
No.
Oh, yeah.
It was
Yeah,
it was
it was really good. Yeah.
So
It's,
that-
it's a
yeah.
dare. Oh, you gotta do this dare.
Oh, Truth or Dare.
No,
It's
not
an
Truth or Dare.
A song, right? Is it? No.
No, but they're like
I know this one.
they have to do a dare or else they're gonna die.
I know what
And
you're
then
talking about.
whoever the winner is gets like whoever gets the most popular darer wins some kind of money.
Nerve.
I forgot. Nerve.
Yeah,
I
Nerve.
don't know. I didn't like that movie.
Emma Roberts was in that.
Emma
And
Roberts.
Casey
Emma
Neistat was in there
Roberts.
for some reason too. I think.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
haven't watched the film.
Casey Neistat?
Yeah. You
Yeah.
haven't seen it?
I haven't seen it.
I
No.
don't know. I would love to hear your thoughts on it.
Yeah. I was going. The film I didn't like, the one that made me go like, made me just stand up and see, just go, what the hell am I watching here? Was Bird Box.
Bird! I was
I knew it, right?
I was gonna say that too.
Really? You guys,
What do you guys-
you guys didn't.
No, I don't like that shit.
What about it?
Get
Did you
out
not
of
like?
my
What about it?
face.
Did you not like? What about it? Did you not like?
Okay, well,
What
the
about it?
characters are kind of like whack, to be honest.
Yes!
Why the hell?
Turned into
Yeah!
Why?
Why is freaking? Yeah,
Okay,
no,
why
dude.
didn't they? Sorry.
I'm sorry. They're doing therapy. Or
I was like, this
Machine Gun Kelly?
What Machine Gun Kelly?
Yeah, MGK was. on
And
it.
like, why wouldn't you give your like son and daughter like a name and everything? And why the heck are like dogs like the only one? Like, I don't know.
My
Yeah.
question,
I
I had
don't
a
know.
question about that movie too that I didn't understand.
Yeah.
Like, why only certain people were like, why only certain people killed themselves right away?
Yeah.
Like, there was other people that didn't. So like, why did only
Yeah.
certain people like decide to when they saw the whatever it was, they decided to kill themselves? Like other people like could take it.
Yeah.
So I don't know,
man.
That's just my
That-
thing.
well,
There's
I
a lot
will-
of like, yeah.
I would give that film credit though. It was marketed very, very well.
Yeah.
Because like I think like what they did was like they got like Bird Box like memes. They planted it inside like the
Yeah.
social medias.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they got everyone to talk about it. And
Yeah.
everyone
Watched
watched
a
it.
lot.
And they got a lot of money
Uh-huh.
for a shit film. Sorry,
Yeah.
no pardon the language. But like, I don't know. I didn't vibe with me because I felt like the movie
didn't-
started
I don't
until
like it
like
either, so.
the movie started really in like halfway point. Everything
Yeah.
else before that didn't make
Yeah.
any sense at all. There's
Yeah.
nothing, you
What was
know.
the other movie that's similar to Bird Box?
I wanna stay in
White
Bird
Box.
Box though.
White
Like same kind of.
What I hate about it the most is the title and the symbolism behind it. Unless I missed it,
Well, the one with the aliens.
I don't see any symbolism. I don't see any significance of Bird Box. The birds being in the box.
Yeah.
Sure, it saves them and it tells them, hey, there's danger around here, but that's it. Like, that's a title, but that's
Yeah.
it. There's no other significance to it. I don't know. That's just what I don't
Man,
like.
this
about
could be
it.
like a good like
I know,
movie,
man.
movie podcasting. We should have like a movie section, man.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
podcasting,
no,
just talk
it's
shit about
okay.
movies and everything. I'm okay with that. That'd be cool.
Dum, dum, dum.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, that was not to swear, but whatever.
No, that's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
Ah.
That's a good section though.
I didn't like that movie either.
Yeah.
So
I just stood up a lot. And I was like, what the heck was this? You know, I was
I
like,
loved the concept of it, but didn't execute it. So it's just like, what the heck?
It's the characters.
Oh,
there you go.
Quiet Place.
Characters are
The
not very
characters.
good
I like the Quiet
Characters.
Place. The Quiet Place was actually
Yeah.
really good.
because the characters were good.
Ceston,
I like
it.
I like the Quiet Place.
Yeah, because like you vibed well with like the main characters.
Yeah.
You've had a feeling as to why it had to hide and everything. Obviously, you know, lots of small things in there.
Pretty
Really
unique,
good.
huh?
Yeah, it's so unique. Like they can't talk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's like
Bird
it's
Box
so,
is
such a
good
quiet
that
movie,
way,
and like
Yeah.
there's so much like
Just
expression in the characters, and
Yeah.
like
It's
you
on the eye. It's
feel
very visual.
like spoilers, but the kid dies, and then
Yeah.
everyone's like, no.
Yeah,
The next
But-
Oh, that's not a big spoiler.
it's in the beginning of the film.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not a big thing. It's not important.
Anyways, so we're going into the final segment. Our last question from Mr. Aries. Is there any advice that you can give to all these young filmographers out there who want to become huge?
Huge.
Oh, not huge, but then like
Inspiring.
it like inspired something to inspire them.
Yeah. I don't know. Just like sorry. I don't know. What really kept me going was basically like the fact that I'm gonna get better someday. You know, like I just gotta keep doing it. I just gotta keep doing it. Just screw what everyone thinks. Just gotta keep doing it. Just keep trucking along. You know, and it's like, you know,
Don't stop.
don't stop, man. Be inspired by a lot of people too. Like look up to people, look up to people, and aspire to be better than them. You know, I look up to Edgar Wright a lot, and I think, oh man, I can be like that someday. You know,
Better.
maybe someday I can be better than them. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so obviously take I'm not saying to steal a style, but just take something that you're inspired by,
Mhm.
and like make it your own in a way. You know,
Exactly.
So
Mhm.
there's no such thing as originality anymore. Because like everyone always like takes things from others, right?
Yeah.
They take what inspires them
That's right.
and then
Modifies
twists it
Uh-huh.
and becomes you. You know,
Yeah.
I take aspects from Edgar Wright, I take aspects from other people as well, and try to make it my own.
Mhm.
So, yeah, and also like it's gonna be a hard trip, you know, if you ever go down that route and everything with creatives and everything, right? You're gonna feel like you're alone. You're gonna feel like you're sad and everything, and you're gonna be in a dark place a lot too, right? So when I find myself in those dark spaces, like I kind of learn, I gotta remember like, in this dark spot, I gotta make something beautiful to get myself out of here, you know? Because that's all I have, you know? I got like a talent that was given to me by God, and I gotta use that somehow to get myself out of this, you know? And by that, in that way, I have to like either inspire people or inspire myself to get out of this, you know? So, yeah, that's something I really want to do.
Thank you.
Well said.
Use my talent to spread happiness in a way that only I can do. You know, through films.
Appreciate that.
You know,
Yeah.
so I want to extend that to you guys too. Like, do something that you really love and use it to like inspire others too. And that's why I really appreciate being in this podcast, because using your ability to talk. You know, that in itself is also a gift. You know, to give people a platform, to give each other an opportunity to talk. You know,
Yeah.
to like I don't know,
Just
have a good
talk
time.
about yourself.
Get the voice out there.
Yeah, give like a voice. Just yeah.
All right, Josh. Thank you so much for hopping on the G-Town podcast. We appreciate you, man.
Thank you so much.
It's
It's
an honor.
It really is an honor. It really is. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, hey, Ceston, man. Behind the.
Oh, you can't hear you. Oh, there you go.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in to the G-Town podcast, episode number 6. Like always, we appreciate every eye and ear on the podcast. Please do leave a like, comment, and subscribe. There is a new notification bell option on YouTube where it notifies you whenever we start going live or whenever we upload a video. We are actually also live on Spotify now. Please do drop by there, tune in. When you're driving, snow day, or anything like that. You're at work, you're bored,
You're walking in somewhere.
you're going for a run,
Yeah.
anything. All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Bye, guys. Take care.
Yeah.
Wow.
Perfect.